everybody. Lumus here from Failing at Gaming. It's our retro night, and we're starting as we do with Rocket Knight Adventures. Something a little different tonight. We've been stuck in this area for ages, and last time we did a playthrough I took as a save state here. So I thought we might just have a little bit of practice time and see if we can get the hang of this stage to help us do hopefully a successful run in future. Heavily requested, weirdly. People really want to see me practice. So let's warm this up. And after that, I have got my NES Mini hooked up to the PC. I've been talking for a while about doing some Nintendo games. We've hardly ever played any of them. Heck, even off stream, I've hardly ever played any Nintendo games. I was a Sega kid growing up, and then I had Sony. So I'm thinking we're gonna have a Nintendo night. Gonna boot up this NES Mini with its collection of classics and just see what's on there. Oh. Okay, good start to my practice. Died at the first hurdle. Honestly, when Burrs insisted I do this as a practice session / warm-up, I don't really know what he was expecting. I mean, I can't do this level when I'm properly warmed up. You want me to do it now when I've not already played through the whole rest of the game? It's madness. But yeah, this is the area where I always get stuck. It's obviously the area that I need to practice to get any further. So we'll put in a few attempts at it. Okay, here we go. One with the Force, and the Force is one with me. One with the Force, and the Force is one with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Oh, there's missiles everywhere. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of areas here that I need to get the hang of. It's mostly the wall section, the meteor section, and then after that it's pretty much boss rush. One second. Just realized I still had my speakers on as well as my headset. Hopefully that wasn't causing any echo for you guys. Okay, we got through it. So for the wall section that we just did, the trick is to destroy as many of them as you can as quickly as possible, so there's less projectiles in the air when you actually come to cross it. The more of them you can thin out, the less chance that it is of you getting caught in that net. I was too far forward there. You want to be a little bit in front of those, so that your sword swipe will catch the whole thing. Instead I hit the thing, but did not get the missiles. This section, you've just got things coming at you from every direction, so mostly just stay light on your feet, deflect as much as you can. I swear I hit that. That's what happens when you don't warm up. And it's best if you can destroy the missile rocks before they fire, because if they do fire, you've now got 5 new threats on screen to worry about. Look at this. Alright. I flew into that one. But it suggests I do until I succeed or half an hour of this. Man, I feel that's going to destroy my sanity. Maybe he's the expert though. He's probably practiced things before. He does a lot of competitive games. I bet he's... I think I've heard him talking about playing Overwatch and setting up bot matches where he can practice headshots and stuff. You know, he's got that competitive edge. Where he pushes himself to improve. I've never trained a day in my life. I never had to! Well, just a few months of training and I'll surpass even Broly as the worst Dragon Ball Z movie villain. Is Resurrection F considered a Z movie or is it a Super movie? Battle of the Gods had Z on the title, I'm pretty sure. Move too far. The trick to those is you don't have to move as far as you think. It's really light taps. Okay. We're doing this now. Do-do-do. Truly, this is the hyperbolic time chamber. I should be wearing my weighted clothing. I've not been wearing that because I've been a bit ill lately. I tend to wear it when I'm sick. Of course, lately every time I've tried to get fit, I've ended up sick. Thus proving that exercise is bad for you. Don't do it, kids. Stay in front of your TV sets. Do you think we've reached the point yet where TV sets are incomprehensible to modern children? Mom, why do we play computer games on a TV set but watch TV on a computer? Tempted to make a second save right at that thing. Am I allowed to practice each area separately? Load state, I guess. Whoop. Hi, Mangle. How are you doing? You having a good evening? Okay, just stand there and don't move and don't hit it. I did hit the attack button, but apparently I was fully zoned out and completely mistimed it. Doing good? Glad to hear it. Back here, you. Oh, I got away. Yeah, I probably can't save state to practice the later sections until I've stopped dying at these sections. Doing a PowerPoint for something in your English? Ooh. You practicing your computer skills. What sort of thing have they got you? What sort of thing have they got you working on? Have you got to do a presentation, or have you just got to do the PowerPoint? So I just found PowerPoint simple enough, but I did not like doing presentations. Talking to one person was bad enough, let alone talking to a room full of them. Ideally, I'd be talking to no one. Just sat in an empty room. All on my own. That was how I preferred to live growing up. Oh. Not close enough. Maybe I'm better off just dodging through the laser section. The other sections are significantly less dangerous. Yeah, I think that's a strat. I think don't attack during the laser section. That bit's too rough. Gosh darn it. First practice session, I'm already learning new tech. That means I have to admit that Burrs was right. Hey, Burrs, doing exactly what you said helped me a lot. Yeah, no, that's gonna be hard to stomach. I don't remember how this fight goes. I think I just sit on top of him, yeah. Okay. That part was pretty easy. Probably guess the topic you chose? Are you doing a presentation about Pokemon? It's your all-time favorite thing, right? Okay, so this is the furthest we've gotten. Yeah, Burrs may have been right about the practice thing. I mean, obviously this isn't a valid run. But still, we got here when we don't normally. I don't think we've gotten to this since I started doing it weekly. Wow, really? Literally the first turret that I try and engage. Oh, there's a checkpoint here? I didn't think there was a checkpoint here. I thought I was right back to the start of the level when I died. Huh. You obviously have to... I don't remember how to fight this thing, but obviously you need to dash into that turret before it starts firing, otherwise you can't get through it. But what is the topic of your Pokemon PowerPoint? Nope, I've trapped myself here again. How'd you get through that? Okay, you just have to be really, really fast. And don't bump into the bottom of that thing there, I guess. The launch base seems to be lethal. Like just the games in general? Like telling people what a Pokemon game is? I'd be really tempted to do it all in character. Reports from your Pokédex. Come on, get it. There we go. One down. Whoop. Let's open the Bombay doors. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of flew into the propellers though. Maybe my bad. Got a little bit aggressive. I swear, what is with the hitbox on that, on the Bombay doors? Well, it's really easy to fly into those. Okay. So it's like a what is Pokemon beginner's tutorial. Hey Pretzel, how are you doing? It's going pretty good. Starting off the evening by having a go at this level. For a while now I've been trying to beat this game on its highest hidden difficulty. And not had much luck with it. Well, no, I've had luck with it. This is quite far in. This is the level that I've been stuck on for a long time. So I grabbed myself a save state of this level, and I just want to practice it a little bit. Okay, that's kind of rough, when he dashes forward like that. Is the upcoming NES play my first NES experience? Largely, yes. Because growing up, I only had Sega stuff, and that was the same case for pretty much all of my friends. So I've played... how many NES games have I actually played? I know I've played the original Legend of Zelda. I've played Mario 1 and Mario USA, which is also known as Mario 2. I think that might be all of them. But yeah, I got myself a NES Mini, so I thought we could explore some of the games on there. Because yeah, there's a lot of classic Nintendo series that I've never even played, and I was kind of curious to get into them. So I'm probably going to start off with Mario 1, which is one of the ones I have played, but I think a lot of the games I play tonight will be blind. I've always wanted to get into the Metroid series, but I've never played a single one of them. And original Castlevania? I think it comes with Castlevania 1 and 2. I've played some of the later handheld Castlevanias, and I like them a lot. Yeah, was it Retro Night you were watching last time? I think it was, right? So yeah, I've played very few Nintendo games in general. So this is maybe the start of me doing a Nintendo Grand Tour? We'll see. But it does mean I can start weaving in some Nintendo games here and there. You're a retro streamer yourself? I should check out some of your stuff sometime then. Are you a Nintendo guy? What sort of game is your jam? Weird, obscure old PC games. Well, before I was being polite, but now you've got my attention. FMV games. Ooh. Okay. No, didn't work that time? If you position it right, you can just sit on top of that guy. One big thing in this game is that most enemies can't damage you for like a second, like half a second after being hit. So the key to getting through these higher difficulties is just to get close to them and spam them a lot of the time. There are enemies you can just sit inside as long as you hit the attack button fast enough. Go on, give me some names, see if I've heard of any of them. What are some of the more interesting ones that you've played? Ooh. I think I started this about quarter past, so I figure if I can beat this level before quarter 2... Oh. I'll do a full run, if not we'll move on to the NES games. Temujin. Ooh. I've never played it, but first one that you mentioned, I do recognize the name. And so I'm calling you out. Your games aren't obscure enough. Black Dahlia, Daedalus Encounter, and Corpse Killer. I don't know any of those. Tender Loving Care, starring John Hurt. An erotic thriller. Sounds like something. Okay. Yeah, I might have to check your stuff out. That sounds interesting. I mean, less so the erotic thriller. That one sounds more uncomfortable than anything, but... Y2K the game. Don't know if I've heard of that. I don't feel like I've heard of it, but then it also sounds a little bit familiar. That's not good. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Manageable. Oh, really? So awkward and so hilarious. Did you finish it, or are you playing more? I kind of just want to take a glance at this. The meeting with the Pharaoh and Frankenstein through the eyes of the monster. Gotta be better than the Frankenstein game on the Mega Drive. I was playing that a couple of weeks back. Was it a couple of weeks back? When did I play it? I played it at some point. I don't know if you saw any of it, but that game is something. It's hard to properly summarize how bad that game is. Over 5 hours with a bottle of wine and 2 beers. I wonder if this is going to be followed up with... I didn't drink before I started the game. Don't think there's been a good Frankenstein game. Yeah, I think you're probably right. A hulking brute of a main character aside, the Frankenstein story is not like combat heavy. There's not an epic quest line or, you know, lethal battles. It's a philosophical discussion of the human condition. About how cruelness breeds cruelness. I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't make a game around those themes, but I don't think you can do that while still keeping it Frankenstein. Yeah, exactly. Like, to go back to the Mega Drive game that I mentioned, I feel like a Frankenstein game should not have you burning towns, beating to death soldiers from the first level onward, and firing Kamehamehas. You should not be leaving Dr. Frankenstein's lab and instantly begin racking up the body count. Yeah, I don't remember the part in the book where he could fire Kamehamehas, but he could do it in the game. And I'm sure a lot of research went into that. See, part of me wants to say you could do Frankenstein as a visual novel if you're going to do it as a game. But then again, it's already a regular novel. Something feels deeply amiss about taking a regular novel and turning it into a visual novel. It's a little bit like taking a movie and turning it into a film. What's up, Mangle? Gave you a stress toy. How many pieces is it in? Oh. Wait, what? Did I miscount? Or did he do 2 passes there instead of 3? I felt like he attacked a pass early. But it's equally possible that I've forgotten how to count to 3. Look, it's been a long day, guys. I finished Dark Souls 2 earlier. And, it was a trip. A one-piece arm is a squishy one. Ooh. Never watched One Piece, but the guy is basically Stretch Armstrong, right? It's one of those ones I keep meaning to get around to watching, but I don't know. I presume it's like 1,000,000 episodes long. It's in the same genre as Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, where it goes on forever. I didn't see that missile. Let me get a drink. I'm real thirsty. Did you ever play the Horde Pretzel? We did a playthrough of that on YouTube a while back. On the 3DO. I don't know if there was ever a PC release. I think it did come out on some other consoles. I bought a 3D. I found a pack of a 3DO and like 50 games. I was like, a failed console? This is 100% my thing. Well, yeah, it's got a lot of live-action cutscenes and stuff for a very early game. It's actually worth a play. It's a very weird game, though. When I first started playing it, I thought it was terrible, but I eventually caught on to the fact that it's actually not terrible. It's just, I want to say hard, but it's not even hard once you know the strategies. It's just, you constantly have to be learning new things and developing new strategies for new problems. And the game doesn't hold your hand through it. You have to really figure out for yourself how to play. But it's, yeah, it's worth a look. And the cutscenes are actually genuinely funny. Sort of in a so bad it's good kind of way, but I'm pretty sure they were aiming for so bad it's good. Anyway, we've spent half an hour on my practice, and I've gotten to the boss a couple of times, but not managed to beat it, so, I guess we'll take a break from that for tonight. I'm gonna pop you guys on the back in 5 screen, and I'll be back in a moment once I've plugged in the NES Mini. So yeah, see you all in just a moment, everybody.